Today's topic is what equipment we use to film our weekly Churchill episode. So, Seamilk and I get asked on almost a weekly basis what kind of equipment we use to film our weekly adventure talk show on two wheels. Now, since Seamilk is off having a baby this week, I decided I'd take all of you guys down here in Shenzhen to a park and explain to you exactly what kind of equipment we use. So what cameras do we use, and of course what kind of audio equipment do we use. So I'm going to start by talking about my main vlogging camera. This is just a very popular vlogging camera. It's called the Canon G7X. Now, all of the scenes that you see myself and Seamilk pulling in on a motorbike, getting off, walking around, talking, we're filming on this thing. It's incredibly useful. It does very good 1080p, 60 frames a second, and it's incredibly versatile because it's so small. So all the B-roll and all the bikes riding past shots are all taken on this little thing. Now, of course, all the main footage, all the riding that we do, we of course have to film ourselves on the bikes. We use GoPro Hero 4 Silver Edition cameras. Now, let's take a look. In order to stop being confused, I actually have written my name on this one, and of course Seamilk has his one written with his name. And the way I wear this is I use the GoPro Bra. And as you can see, well, it's technically called the chest mount, I think, but it's basically like a bra. You put it on, it's chest mount. Seamilk has his mounted to his helmet. That's why his is all wobbly all the time. So it just mixes it up a little bit and makes it quite interesting. So that's what we do. We shoot in 1080p, 60 frames a second with our GoPros. Let's move on to the next piece of equipment that's absolutely essential to our entire show. Now, of course, we have to talk to each other as we ride around in China talking about our various subjects. And the best way to do that is with a helmet intercom. And we actually use what's called the Sena MH10, this one over here. And no, we're not sponsored. We bought this with our own money. Fantastic because it's very slimline. It's kind of out of the way. That's the battery pack on the back. This is the little control unit. And inside the helmet, actually, we have speakers and a microphone. In fact, if I open up my helmet, let me get my gloves out of there. If I open up my helmet, you can actually see over here the microphone. Now, this is the microphone for the intercom system. And of course, it makes it very easy for us to talk to each other, and it lasts for about 8 hours, so we can ride around the whole day, and it has a range of about 1 kilometer. So really fantastic. But of course, this will not record audio to the GoPros, and that's how we get our audio. So I actually have a cheap GoPro microphone right here, and this I just simply with crocodile clamp clip onto my existing microphone, so it's right there, and then feed it down to my GoPro, which is then attached to my chest. And Seamilk has the same setup in his helmet. So what happens is we're actually recording two separate GoPro video footage with audio, and later I synchronize it and chop it up in Adobe Premiere, which is the software that we use to edit our videos. That's more or less all of the equipment that we actually use for our show. And we have different dedicated roles. You see, it's my responsibility to edit the entire episode every week, so I'll do the whole show. And I'm sure you've noticed we have these little episode highlights, things such as music videos, little snippets, like those funny little adverts for the scooters we did a couple of weeks ago. And basically, that's Seamilk's job. So he does all the funky sort of music video type editing, and I do the actual show. And that's pretty much how we run our Churchill weekly adventure talk show on two wheels. Right, guys, I know this is a short episode, but since Seamilk is busy this week, I don't really have much of an option. I would actually like to thank, and just hang on a second for me. I got to pull out my vlogging camera here. Oops. And let me put my helmet down. I'm sure that by now you've noticed that the quality of this episode is quite a lot higher than our usual sort of thing. And that is because my two friends, who I'm going to show you now, Minsu and Leroy, over there. Hi, guys. Yeah, Minsu's hands are tied. They have agreed to come and help me today with their really awesome professional cameras. And so yeah, thank you very much guys for helping. I hope all of you guys over there at home watching right now enjoyed finding out what it is we use to make our show, and look forward to seeing you in the next one. And as always, C-Milk usually says like, comment, subscribe, all that nonsense, but I'm just going to say please keep watching, please keep supporting us, and until next time, as always, stay awesome.